You've got Game Face, and this is Besiege. So this is the second episode of Besiege. Well, remember, this is an alpha, so alpha product. It's not even beta yet, but it's pretty damn good. So this is the second episode of Besiege, but basically, what I was doing last time, I'm going to say I was doing it wrong. I'm not wrong for everybody, wrong for me. Last time I played this, I was trying to as quickly get through the levels as possible. And you know what? It makes for a much more enjoyable game if you actually construct something epic to do the deed that needs to be done. And I've played around with this a bit, and I believe I've got to the point where I'm understanding it, and I know how I can get the most enjoyment out of the game. And I want to show you. Basically, I won't be able to do like 6 levels this time. Maybe two, because there's a lot more to it this way, and the end result is so much more enjoyable. And that was because, I had to kill this, I had to kill this, and I had to kill all these guys. But like I said, when you're doing it wrong, when I was thinking minimalistic, and I should be thinking epic destruction, not what I was doing before. So let's see what we can make of that. First thing, vehicles are going to be much more tank-like. They're going to be absolutely huge. Best to build a really good base that can be reused almost for every level. I'm going to end up building that base and saving it, which is even better because I can just reload it as I need it. And you will notice as well, I am going to be doing this completely different than before. There's going to be new items are coming into play here. For instance, bracing. I'm finding bracing is what makes the vehicle. And again, we are building basically vehicles of destruction here. Whether it be a catapult or in this case, it's a specialized tank in order to take out specific things. The other thing I've discovered is my steering was not ideal. This style of steering and tank style steering. Oops! I have made an error. I have made an error. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. So that's that. So now I've got my base. So what do I need to do? So my mission here is to take out that, and all these guys. This will be a specialized machine. There's no doubt about it. One thing I've got to make sure is when I'm taking out the side things, it doesn't turn the machine. The machine must keep going straight. I do have some steering ability, but I prefer it where it was not relied upon, because again, steering in this game isn't, well, steering with this type of components aren't going to be ideal, let's say. So we have guys to take out, we have tents to take out, we have all that to take out, so we need a way to do that. The first thing I'm going to do is build this little contraption here, and again, more important than the weapons that we put on it is the reinforcement on it. This thing's got to be solid and not come off here no matter what. And again, you can see my reasoning behind that. That's not going to go anywhere. It's going to push through whatever it encounters. I'm even going to put another one on there. Just to be sure. So, we can't just plow through them, so I'm gonna go with something like where are we here? The saw blades. I love the saw blades. Like, actually, I'm going to do something else first. One more. Bad idea. Nope. There we go. Okay, so that should have gone right on the front. Across here. Because, again, we need to put saw blades on top, and if we have that thing running across, that's not going to work. Saw blades. Saw blade. It burns like a buzzsaw blade. There we go. Not many people will get that reference, I don't think. Let's get rid of that and put it over here. Okay, that should be ideal. And then when they hit this, it's not going to tear this apart. Also, there's no steering components in here that are going to crack into each other and mechanically pull themselves apart. I do want to now, well, you know, just for the hell of it, I'm going to run this thing through them just to see if there's any flaws that we can fix at this point, as opposed to building the entire rig and then finding out then that I can't get through because I haven't paid attention to some detail. Okay, so I'm going to move this down and we're going to do a plow through and see how this goes. It's a little front heavy and doesn't want to maneuver. But yeah, that didn't do too bad for a test run on something that's not even close to complete. Because now comes the epic part of this, because we need to take out that, which is just within our reach, and that, which is also just within our reach. So, so first off, we need to take care of that guy on that side. And I think to do that, oh, that's steering control. I need a spinning block. All we need to do is something like this. But I think that's going to destroy our own machine. Well, it didn't destroy our machine, it destroyed itself. So maybe... well, maybe the small ones will reach it. Maybe we don't need the big ones. Because that's fine. But does it reach it? Oh yeah, it reaches it. Okay, so like I said, more important than anything on this is making sure it doesn't fall apart. And oh crap. There we go. And of course, this needs to be reinforced because that's going to hold both of them up. And then we need something to take out the other tank. Now, the one to take out the other tank is going to be a little bigger. It's going to need to be a little bigger. Because, well, I think well, I've already got a problem. I think this is going to have to go higher. I know it's going to have to go higher. But I guess that's not really a problem. It's not like we're going to run out of blocks or anything like that. So I am going to put this up here. Actually, no, I am going to put this up here. Okay, I'm liking it. Now, reinforcement again. Like I said, it's the most critical part of this machine I have built. We can't reinforce this way, so what I am going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then get in here. Whoops. And attach that to that. So it's not like it's an awesome looking machine, and it's very purpose built. You know, there's no other need. No other reason for this machine other than this particular mission. Whoops. Ah, crap. I hate when it does that. Takes out stuff behind what you're trying to take out. Because sometimes you can't fucking put it back. Oh, thankfully that time that was not one of them. Okay. So I think I've got that. I'm going to need to reinforce those spinning pieces. Or they'll just pull themselves apart as they hit things. Almost feel as though I should have had something here to stop these from bending back. But I guess that's as simple as putting in something like that. And no, that won't work. So what do you think? Think we get this first time? The only problem I see right now is the guys bunching up underneath it. may be a problem. Very, very, very purpose-built. I hope that thing reaches that cannon. I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, I had a blade break. I had a blade break. It's not good. Turns like a tank though, but really slow. That's fine. Slow is accurate. So that's like 100% kill. Zone conquered. Okay, let's move on to the next one. As you can see, you know, it's more epic, and it gets more epic every time. This is a little different. This is a lot different. I'm going to reload my base and use that. So first things first, all this can basically go. I want another set of wheels. And more reinforcement. Drives a lot different when it's a tank than when it was driving like a car, I guess, with the wheels that move. Yeah, it drives kind of weird, but you get used to it. Not much you can do. Doesn't really bother me now. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to be able to launch something from here all the way over there and smash that. Easy. So I'm going to pop a small block on the back, because again we're going to need the length here, and I'm popping that up there, and then that and that. Maybe that and that, we'll see. We want that. I'm going to put a couple of things here because we're going to need something to attach springs to. This has to stay here. It cannot break. It needs to be frickin' solid. And I'm going to plate that up the front. For some reason, I don't know, this is like stronger? I don't understand how that can be, but it seems to be. So that's going to go up there. Next. Next, I need a hinge. And on that hinge, we will place this and this. And then, this is where things get crazier. Okay, so there's our boom arm. And for some reason, I don't think it's high enough. Well, we'll try. We will try. I guess height doesn't really make much difference. So, reinforce, reinforce, reinforce. That's the next step here. I haven't really reinforced this that much. I'm thinking it should be reasonably okay. I do need to do a little more reinforcement here. Because what's going to be happening at this end of the vehicle. Whoops. This should be reinforced a little. And all this needs massive reinforcement. Up the front. This needs it. Both ways. Like I said, go epic or go home. Because if there's any weak spots, it's just going to smash itself to bits. Trust me. I've smashed it to bits. Okay, so that's going to go in there, and we're dropping a bomb in here. Dropping a bomb. Okay. So, when we start, that's going to drop down and hit this spring. Now, loaded springs. So, you get the most from from the length, it seems, and in this case, we're going to get the most leverage from here. And basically, this is just going to pull this whole thing down and slam it onto here. So, you know, some shots, that's not going to survive. And there. And, oh, maybe that's how I did it. Maybe that's how I should do it, I should say. Yeah, be tidier. Okay, so from there to there, from there to there. Much tidier. And just as much, maybe even more leverage than before. And then it's not in the way of this thing when it's coming down either. Okay, so a little more reinforcement here. From here to here. We don't need that thing falling apart. And I wonder if going from here to here would help as well. So you see the reason for the extra wheels I added to the front. But like I said, you know, what did I do the first time I did this? I think I built some crappy little plane that steered to one way, because there's wind up here too, eh? Like, you can't just build something that flies into that. It'll blow you out of the way before you hit it. But this, on the other hand, is completely different. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So when I press L, that's it. Awesome. First shot. 100% destruction. But that's fine. I want to see what this baby will do. So I'm going to just crank it and see if I can get over there. No, it's basically designed just to destroy this. So let's, you know, add another set of springs. There we go. That should throw it further. Well, it would have thrown it further. It would have definitely thrown it further because it was a lot higher. Okay, I like that. That was awesome. Now, I said we'd only get 2 in, but you know, this one is basically the same thing and the same beast of a... Look at that. Isn't that fucking awesome? I love that. So I'm just going to give it a little turn here before it falls apart. And, whoops, yeah. So basically, let's start that over. And I think we want to see it from somewhere else, don't we? That should be good. So I'm going to turn it and fire. And the key there was not cranking it. And now everything's falling apart because it's being hit. Except for the front. Which is just starting to fall apart now. Now, Epic Machines, awesome stuff. I'm really liking this game. I am definitely going to be playing this again. But I think that's the end of this episode. I'm GameFace. This was Besiege. If you liked it, click the button. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.